It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another live stream Q&A video. This is going to be Q&A number 164. As always, ask your questions in the chat and we'll get going with this Q&A here. So yesterday I missed the Q&A, so we're doing one today instead. And we're also going to do one more Q&A tomorrow in the morning, just like around this time, maybe an hour earlier. And obviously tomorrow night is going to be the episode Fear the Walking Dead season 5 episode 7, I think. So yeah, season 5 episode 7, so I'll be reacting to that and also doing my breakdown of the trailer for the next episode, which is going to be the mid-season finale. So all of those videos are coming up tomorrow. Also today, after this stream, I will be releasing one more video for season 10 of The Walking Dead / Fear the Walking Dead season 5 / the Rick movies. So there's a lot of videos that I'm doing that are related to all of those things together. You've seen a few of them already, but let's stop the rambling and let's jump into the questions. Voltex33, hi Ash, hi, how are you? Voltex33, glad you could join. Is it me or no one really cares about Fear anymore? Yeah, a lot of people have lost interest for sure. It's not just you. I'm indifferent about it at this point. I think season 5 is doing better than season 4, but still it's nowhere as close to what I want for a Walking Dead type of show. And also in today's stream we will be doing a poll, a straw poll for season 10 of The Walking Dead related to the trailer that we're gonna get next Friday, I think, or this Friday from San Diego Comic-Con. But I'll put the straw poll link on the chat later on in the chat, live chat, so that we have more people joining. Right now, I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 people watching. So we'll wait till more people join before we do that. Voltex33, do you think Dwight and John will find Sherry? I don't think so. I think if they do, it will be closer to or it'll be not closer. It'll be in the second half. I don't think this half we will get a Sherry reveal. If they were going to do it, they would have done it already. It might be a big reveal for the mid-season finale, but I doubt it. I think it'll be pushed to the second half. Animated Alex, hello gents, am I late? No, you're not. We just started like a few minutes ago. Glad you could join, Animated Alex. And again, for those of you that are just joining, we will be doing a poll today. So make sure to stay on the chat till later on in the chat where we're going to reveal our poll that we're going to do. And it's related to season 10 trailer of The Walking Dead. Voltex33, will Logan ever come back? If he doesn't come back in the next episode, then either in the mid-season finale or they're going to push him to the second half. I'll be shocked if they don't bring him back ever, because what was the point, you know? I think he's definitely coming back. It's just a matter of when this season. Maybe we can start with putting the link to the poll here. So let me actually show the poll. Let me see. There we go. So that's the poll. I'm going to leave a link in the chat so you guys can go and participate in the poll. So the question is, what will the end trailer teaser be for The Walking Dead Season 10? And I have a bunch of options there. Maggie's reveal return or return reveal. Voice on the radio tease. Negan versus Alpha tease. Alpha versus Carol tease. Comic princess reveal. We did recently hear that they're casting for Princess. But that was like maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And Usually when those things are released, it's been already a couple weeks. So they may have actually shot a few scenes with Princess already. So they might tease that potentially. So get your votes in, and we'll visit that poll again at the end of the stream. Animated Alex, do you think we will get anything about the Rick movies at Comic-Con? I hope so. I don't think we'll get a trailer. That'll be unlikely, but maybe a tease or maybe the poster. I think those are more likely. They've started shooting the film or the movie. I know that for sure. But they did that, or they started filming when they started filming The Walking Dead season 10. So we know that they have started filming. It's just that I don't think we're gonna get a trailer. I don't think they've shot enough for us to get a trailer for the movie. But I think a tease or the poster of the Rick movies will be very likely. If they don't, then I'll be disappointed. But I think at this point, it's extremely likely we'll get something for the Rick movies at San Diego Comic-Con. Animated Alex Morgan really loves his protein bar a lot. Protein bars like a lot. Yeah, did he mention it? I must have missed it. But yeah, he definitely mentioned it a lot in Fear earlier on. Voltex33, I don't think it's Fear's last season because AMC would advertise it to get more viewers. Absolutely, I agree with that. Unless it gets cancelled. I don't think they're planning to stop right now unless it gets cancelled, obviously. Animated Alex, Alpha versus Carol tease would be awesome. Exactly, but the thing is they might not want to reveal too much in the trailer. But they have to give us something in the tease, or like as a tease at the end of the trailer. They've been doing that recently, in recent years. Voltex33, it's way too soon to bring Princess on the TV show. They've started casting her already, so. And I think they may have even shot a few scenes with her. I might be wrong about that. But yeah, it's unlikely that we'll get a reveal of Princess in the trailer. It's too early for that, for sure. Animated Alex, he had a whole bag of them last episode. Did he? I must have missed it completely. Again, for those of you that are just joining, make sure to go to the poll. I have a link to it on the chat. Make sure to go and participate on the poll that we have for Season 10 trailer of The Walking Dead. Animated Alex, maybe a new community tease by the end. Could be a Commonwealth tease. That could be, but it's too early for that, I think. That's why I don't have it as one of my options. But any other community, I don't know. Unless it's a brand new community that doesn't exist in a in a comic book. The other thing that was recently revealed was they casted 3 people for the spin-off shows, or the spin-off Walking Dead show. I didn't do a video on that because I felt like we didn't know anything to do a video on. Like, it would have been a very short, pointless video, so I didn't do a video on that. But they did cast 3 actors for the spin-off show, which was very interesting. So that means that they're starting the process of production, which is pretty cool. Or not production, but they're getting to the production soon, I think. Voltex33, will Daryl take Rick's final comic arc and Judith take Carl's comic story? Since after Michonne leaves, he'll be the closest person to her. I think that's a little too cliche, too obvious. I hope they do something different. They still have the potential to give Rick what his arc was, but in the movie instead. I did a video on that already. You can go and check it out. But yeah, I think at this point they could give it to Daryl, but I think it's better to just keep it for Rick. Animated Alex, The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead works or with slapstick humor sometimes. Yeah, I think if they go overhead or they overload it with humor, then it defeats the purpose. But sometimes when they add in humorous scenes or have a character say a funny line here and there, it makes sense. It works. But they shouldn't go overboard with it. Last season of Fear, I felt like it was borderline with them going overboard with those humorous scenes. Animated Alex, I just read that. Voltex 33, how long will Ezekiel survive? If he survives season 10, then he's a long-term survivor probably. But I feel like season 10 will be his final season. Animated Alex, do you think we'll get a Daryl versus Beta round 2 in season 10? We could. I don't see a purpose for it unless it's to kill Beta off. So if they want Daryl to kill Beta, yeah, then it would be that. But if it's just another kind of a similar fight like what we just saw, it'll be pointless. And I just hope they don't have Daryl kill Beta, because that's obvious again. I hope they shake things up and they give us a twist. Again, for those of you that are just joining, visit this link to participate on our poll. I'll bring up the poll here real quick. Oh, wrong one. There we go. So that's the poll. So if you're new or if you just joined the chat, and if you haven't participated on the poll, make sure to go and participate. The link is in the chat. Animated Alex, cause let's be honest, Beta should have won the first fight. Curse you, plot armor. Yeah, that was some huge plot armor on Daryl's end, for sure. Like, there were numerous times where I'm like, if we're being realistic, if we're grounded in reality, Daryl should have been killed right there, or Beta should have killed him. Because first, he had no reason not to, or to hold back. And second, obviously he's more capable than Daryl, physical-wise. So he can definitely do some damage. And for the poll that we have, I'll bring it up several times until we reach next Friday and we get the trailer. So we'll revisit that poll later as well. Voltex 33, if they stick with comic material, I don't think it's enough story for more than season 11. I think so, but then they might add in some stories and give us stories that are unique to the TV show, and that's gonna space it out a little bit, and we might go for season 12, or they might have enough till season 12. But after that, if they want to continue, then they would have to do what they did on Game of Thrones, which is give us stories that are unique, stories that are not in the source material. And I feel like Angela Kang can do that. I strongly believe she can do that. Gimple, I was about, but I think Angela Kang can do that for sure. She's proven herself so far. And if she doesn't go downhill like Gimple did, then it will be good. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention that I forgot about the Rick movies and the question about what kind of a tease or any reveal, are we going to get any reveal for that in San Diego Comic-Con next Friday or this Friday? Like I said, probably like a tease or a poster, but before that even, a title. I think a title or the release date, or maybe both, title and release date, will be also very likely as well. Maybe even before the poster. That'll be first, the title and the reveal date, or the release date. I just remembered that. I forgot to mention it earlier. Animated Alex, I had this idea for a villain in my head, but not sure if it would fit Walking Dead. But I was thinking like some weird Frankenstein walker where, but someone is the one making these Frankenstein walkers. What would be the purpose though? Like, why would someone make those walkers? Would it just be because they're crazy or insane? Or do they have a purpose for that? They could make it interesting if there's a purpose. If there's no purpose, if it's just a crazy person making these type of walkers, then it would be interesting for maybe 1 or 2 episodes, not for a long-standing villain or a long-term villain, or a villain for like half a season or a season. Again, the chat, the link to the poll that we're doing is in the chat. So if you missed it, make sure to go to the poll and participate. The link is in the chat, like I said. Animated Alex, I know it's stupid, but just one idea. It's an interesting idea, definitely. But the thing is, there has to be some sort of purpose for that, for it to work, and for it to be interesting for more than 1 or 2 episodes. Voltex33, have you read about ending Kirkman planned but didn't do? What do you think about it? I haven't heard about that. What was the ending he planned? Was it in the letter hacks? I haven't read the letter hacks for like maybe the last 20-30 issues, because I don't know, it's just the letter hacks, I don't see them being, it's either, I don't know, I just stopped reading it for some reason. I didn't see the value of reading the letter hacks anymore, so I stopped reading the letter hacks for like the last 30 issues. We are 25 minutes in, so we'll go for another 10 minutes of live stream Q&A here. And again, if you haven't participated in the poll, make sure to go to the poll. The link is in the chat and participate. But we'll go for another 10 minutes of live stream. And again, we have another one tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, another live stream Q&A. And again, today we're going to do another video, or I'll be releasing another video today for Walking Dead in general. So stay tuned for that. And also tomorrow after our live stream, I'm going to be doing a reaction to the Fear the Walking Dead episode tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. And also my episode breakdown or promo breakdown for the upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead, which is going to be the mid-season finale. Voltex 33, Rick takes over Alexandria. Later we see his statue, but community is overrun by walkers. I like this ending that we got better. Way better. Animated Alex, I was in the villain, or I was thinking the villain could be built up like the wolves with the WS and the walkers' heads. It could work, but again, you mentioned the wolves. That would be repetitive a little bit, right? And also, there needs to be a purpose. The wolves kind of had some sort of purpose for doing that. Same thing. They would need to have a purpose for doing this to the walkers. It's an interesting idea, though. And I say there has to be a purpose because it's a huge risk. And it has to be worth it for whoever is doing it to take on the risk. All right, I'm going to look at the poll here. So one person only participated so far, but they think it's going to be a Negan Alpha tease at the end of the trailer, which is possible. But it could be too much of a tease, but we'll see. We'll go for another 5 minutes here. 5 minutes of rapid fire Q&A. The poll will be open until until this Friday when the trailer is released. So if you want, you can again go to the link even after this live stream is done and participate on the poll. We will be reviewing the results of the poll on Thursday, probably before the trailer is released. Voltex 33, the kid's story in Fear is repetitive and not really interesting. Without CRM, Fear the Walking Dead does not have great story to tell. Yeah, season 5, if it wasn't, honestly, for season 5 of Fear, if it wasn't for the CRM, the Dwight crossover, and Morgan being there, I don't think anyone would have watched. I don't think so. Me, I would have checked it out, but I wouldn't be invested in it. I'm a little bit more invested now because of these 3 things. Animated Alex, will there be a stream tomorrow as well? Yes, there will be a stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So you can do a conversion on wherever you are or whatever time zone you're in. But yeah, we will have a live stream Q&A tomorrow as well. And during the off season of Fear, we'll do more gaming videos. It's just that I've been busy doing other videos for Fear and The Walking Dead and the Rick movies. So I haven't really had time to do any more gaming videos, but we will continue our gameplay of season 2 of Telltale's The Walking Dead. We haven't started season 2, but we'll start it probably during the off season of Fear the Walking Dead. So we'll bring that back as well. And also for, what do you call it? Stranger Things. I don't think there's enough demand for me to do reactions. So I'll be watching the episodes by myself without reacting to it. And I'll be reviewing the episodes if there's interest. So if you want me to review it, let me know. Because for now, I'm not doing a reaction for sure. So I'll be watching the episodes for season 3. And then if there's enough interest, I'll be reviewing the episodes. Animated Alex, where did Daniel go now? Yeah, I don't know. It was pointless bringing him back and having him leave again. But Fear the Walking Dead is filled with these pointless things, it seems. All right, so we'll go for another minute here of rapid fire Q&A. So basically just one more question. That's what that means. Whoever asks this question in the next minute will have their answers or their questions answered. If there's no questions, we'll just end it in the next minute here. Animated Alex, I assume you don't do edits no more. I do some, not as much as I used to, but I recently did a Rick movie edit. Not sure if you've checked that out, but I still do some edits, but not as much as I used to. All right, so that's it for this stream here. There was no question, so I'm just going to end it here. Thanks everyone for joining and asking questions, and for those of you that continuously support the channel, I appreciate it. We'll go for one last question actually. Voltex33, have you heard about Daniel's connection to Abraham from Cigarette? Yes, I think it's not a connection. It's an Easter egg for sure, but I don't think there's a connection to Abraham. It doesn't make sense timeline-wise. It doesn't make sense. But I think it's an Easter egg nevertheless. But that's basically it for this stream, guys. Thanks everyone for joining and asking questions. I appreciate it. I have another video coming up today, so stay tuned for that. And tomorrow we'll have another live stream Q&A at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And again, obviously the reaction to Fear will be up when the episode ends. And also my episode trailer breakdown for the upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead for the next episode, for which will be the mid-season finale. Thanks everyone. I'll see you guys soon.